you want to apply for a job in a private school, there are some things you should consider. People just apply to a private school anyhow. So the moment you apply anyhow, of course, you will get anyhow treatment. If you don't take it seriously, you just get anyhow results. That's why most people end up in a place where they feel trapped, they cannot leave. Maybe the salary is good, but because you fail to consider some things before applying, you now fall into the trap that others are already in, right? It's not just the salary, it's not just the working environment. There are other things that you should consider. One of it is the salary, of course. Before you apply for a job in secondary school, in a private school, always know how much they are earning. Always know how much the teachers they are earning, okay? So that you will not fall victim of going to a place where you are earning less or lesser than you are supposed to, and somebody who's not as qualified as you are is earning higher than you. Okay, I've seen situations where a person who has a master's is earning 30,000 naira, and a person who has no other degree, I think an NCE holder, is earning almost 45,000 naira. So because you didn't do research to know the salary structure, you just go inside and then you'll be paid anything. Don't just go inside anyhow. You know, the way this teaching job is it's like a normal laborer job where you negotiate. You negotiate, but if you have no knowledge of what you're negotiating for, you'll be cheated now. So if the salary structure, if the people are willing to pay you 80,000 naira, most schools will want to start bargaining with 50,000 naira. But if you already know that the people working here are earning 80,000 naira, of course you will not agree. But because you don't know, that is why you are collecting less. And then people that you are who are not as qualified as you, who may not even be as hardworking as you are, they will be collecting higher than you. So do your research. Get to know how much the school is paying before you apply for the job. If you're applying for a job in a private school, one thing to also consider is how long do staff live or stay in the school. If you check and you see that the staff there barely leave, know that there is something keeping them. Okay, just know that the staff are enjoying certain benefits, and then if you join them, you too enjoy that same benefit. The schooling structure is set in such a way that schools do anything to keep back good teachers. Okay, so they make provision for incentives, loan, and all what have you. But if you go to a place where after 1 year, after 6 months, after 2 years, the person has left, they change teachers periodically, just know that the school is not a good school. It's not a school that you should be teaching. Okay, so the longevity of staff is very, very important. If the staff stay there for long, it shows that that place is a viable environment for you to work. But if the staff don't stay there for long, just put your mind that even you yourself, you might not stay there for long. Another thing to consider when seeking for employment in a private school is how soon or how regularly salaries are being paid. Most people do the mistake of going to a place without knowing the salary structure. Not the payment per se, but how often or how regularly are they being paid. You may just go to a school because you failed to do some more research. You will now go and get employed in a school where they are owing them 6 months salary, 3 months salary. It's only after you've worked for like a month, then you now realize that you've wasted your time because the people there have not been paying, they have not been paid. So is it you now that just came in that day you'll be paid? You have to do research for these things. Know when to expect your salary. Is it in the middle of next month that you'll be paid? Is it at the end of the month that you'll be paid? Also note, are these people going to pay me 12 months in a year? Because some schools are of the habit of not paying for August, especially when they feel as if it's the summer break period where you don't work. They may not pay you for August. December too, they will try to compress the scheme and rush so that you finish everything in November so that they will not have to pay you salary for December. You have to know these things. Is it something you can do? If you cannot do not start it. Okay, do not even agree to being employed there. So do your research on the payment structure. Another thing to consider when applying for a teaching job in a private school is if the school will allow you to grow personally. If the school will not allow you to grow personally, then that is not the best place for you. If you are the person that wants to pursue your masters, pursue other higher degrees, will the school permit you to go? If the school will not permit you to go, then do not even start it in the first place, because you already know that these people are your enemies of progress now. Before, at the end of the day, you apply for masters and then they will now be giving you an option: choose the masters or you choose quit the job. These people are like weapons fashioned against you now. But if you know from the onset, then you know how to plan yourself. But if you don't plan yourself well, and you didn't find out all these things, then it becomes a problem in the future. You now start labeling them as the bad people. No, you are the one that failed to do your research. All right. Know if they will allow you to embark on a personal growth. If they will not, go and look for a place that will allow you to grow. Don't stay in a place and then at the end of the day you now start labeling them as bad or something. All right. So from the word go, before you start, do your research. Will they allow me to go further? Will they allow me to have a business by the side? Will they allow me to do other things that will be gainful to me? If not, go to where you will get gain. If they will, then you can stay. That place is for you. If you're looking for a job in a private secondary school, another thing to consider, this is very important, most people neglect this, is the standard of living of your colleague, the people you are going to meet there, the staff working there. What is the standard of their living? How is their lifestyle like? Because whatever is happening there is going to rub off you, whether you like it or not. So if you go to a place and the standard of living is not good, you are going to a new school, you are applying for a job in a new school, and then you enter the premises, you don't see any car. Okay, that shows you that no staff there has a car. There is every possibility that when you start working there, you will not have a car. Look at how they are dressed. Is this something that attracts you, or that if it doesn't attract you, don't go? Look at their shoes now. Look at how they carry themselves. Just observe their standard. Okay. In fact, another person you should pay very close attention to is the principal. How is the life of the principal? How is the office like? Because if you go to some principal's office, it is jam-packed. It is rough. There are files everywhere. Everywhere is just scattered. I don't think that is a good place. So before you even start negotiating for salary structure, just know that you will not be paid well. Number one. Okay. And then know that you will also accept some other things there. Okay. So note this, the standard of living of the people you are going to meet there, how is it? If it is not encouraging, do not start it, okay? Because definitely it will rub off you. So this is one thing that most people fail to do. When you are applying for a job in a private school, know the standard of living of the people there, all right? I would equally like to hear your own opinion on what you think about this, okay? Maybe there are other ideas you can share. Just put it in the comment section.